9th of November 1938. Dramatic events in Germany, Henry Wuga remembers.
Well, Kristallnacht, we all know what happened in Kristallnacht. In thousands of villages and towns, the synagogues were set on fire. They came to your house, they smashed the furniture, they turned over the sideboards. The men were taken away to concentration camp.
German Jewish men removed from their families to concentration camp, which was the commencement of Nazi-controlled extermination of the Jews. But what of the children?
The Kindertransport was this tremendous rescue operation. This powerful Jewish committee and others, the Church of Scotland, the Red Cross, collected money and they went to the government and they said, could we at least save the children? Now, the Home Secretary of the time was Sir Samuel Hoare. And Sir Samuel Hoare answered to this committee, if you have gathered the money, we, the government, will not put any obstacle in your way. Within 3 weeks, this bill went through Parliament. And the train started to roll, and these 9,000 odd children were saved.
Leaving his family as a child must have been difficult for Henry, but what was the reality of the departure?
The horror was to be taken to the train station, say goodbye to your parents, would you ever see them again? Okay, I was 15 and a half. In the train I was surrounded by 7, 8-year-old boys and girls who had never been away from their mum and dad before. I mean, the crying, can you imagine the trauma?
The children crossed the channel to arrive at Liverpool Street Station, thankful to be alive, and were met by their guarantors.
We were here, we were alive. So it was a bit of a cattle market. People did come and pick children. So siblings got separated.
Henry went to school in Glasgow and was made very welcome.
My name was Heinz, so they didn't make fun of me. They changed the Heinz to, I was called 57. Heinz's Baked Beans, 57 varieties. So that was a sort of welcoming nickname.
He was very homesick and had written some letters home to his mother, which were sent via Brussels and then forwarded to Nuremberg by his uncle.
It was wartime, war had broken out. Corresponding with the enemy was a capital offence. I was arrested, I was taken to the High Court in Edinburgh, and within half an hour I became a dangerous enemy alien category A. And then they didn't know what to do with me. Took me to the police station. Being Scotland, civilized country, by the way, the sergeant said, "Can't you take the laddie, he's under 17. No allowed in a cell."
He was then put in an underground prison with German Merchant Navy prisoners, but things then began to look up.
Eventually I ended up in the Isle of Man after many camps, and I was in the Isle of Man for 10 months, and I was eventually released because I was under the age of internment, bureaucracy. But the Isle of Man for me was a powerful learning organization. It was like a university, all these academics giving lectures. While I was in the Isle of Man, I got a new roommate, and he tried to get me drunk. He tried to get information out of me, and we thought there's something not right. Of course, this was an MI5 spy.
Despite all his trials and imprisonment, Henry settled in Scotland, married the love of his life, Ingrid, created a successful business. He has 2 daughters, 4 grandsons, and lives in Glasgow.